What's up and welcome back to the channel. I'm Dwayne here with Growing Together Nursery LLC here in North 9B in Orange City, Florida. And here we go again, folks. We have our top 10 best mangoes, my favorite picks of the year, folks. Not of all time. No. Just this year, 2025, folks. All right. This year, we tasted 30 different varieties. I'll go ahead and read them off here in just a second. And what this video is going to go ahead and capture is my top 10 favorite out of the 30, okay? Not the ones last year, the years before, no, just this past 2025 season, okay? Which ones tasted the best for me? Not my favorite flavors per se, but perfection. You know, did I find it? Did it actually pull through? Let's talk about it, folks. So out of the 30 that we were able to taste this year, okay, some were actually grown here and some were outsourced or bought from other places. But here we go. What do we have? In alphabetical order, we got, see if I can bring y'all in, Buttercream Cac, C-A-C, Carrie, Cat Saigon, Diamond, Dwarf Hawaiian, Fairchild, Glen, Honeykiss, Ice Cream, Joaquin A, Kathy or K3, Keo Savoy, Little Gem or Lil Gem, M4, Orange Essence, hopefully this is coming across, Orange Essence, Orange Sherbet, P22, Pickering, Pineapple Pleasure, Raw Honey, Rosy Gold, Sampuri, Sugarloaf, Sweet Tart, Turpentine, gotta count it, Ugly Betty, Valkyrie, Valencia Pride, and Venus, okay? And I'm sure, just for argument's sake, yes, I may have had a Kent or a Tommy from the store. Those are in there. I probably should have wrote them down, but that's your commercial varieties that are found exactly that in stores. So those didn't make the list. I should have put them on there. 32. All right. Who's correcting me? But check it out. So got a list here of the top 10. And trust me, folks, this is splitting hairs. I know. All of these could make it in the top 10 any day of the week. Finding that perfect mango, picking it at the right time, cutting it at the right time is so key, folks. It is crucial to go ahead and find that perfection that you were looking for in that mango. But how do you do that? Patience, folks. Patience. It does pay off. I screwed up this year. We'll explain throughout the video and let you know which ones rang a bell this year and which ones I'm waiting for the next year. Still hopeful, but onwards we go, folks. So I'll try to do this all in one take. Let's see. So number 10, we're starting off for number 10 and we'll work our way up. If I can find my marker, that'd be amazing. But number 10, got two just in case one runs out here. Number 10 is Cat Saigon. Okay, Cat Saigon makes number 10. Yep, I think it is also known as Golden Queen, or I think also Kuya, if I'm not mistaken. They got different names for it. Anyways, this was the first year that I was able to taste this one. No, I don't have the tree. No, it didn't come from here. I was able to buy this one, but it is a huge mango, large, I didn't even weigh it. I should have probably weighed it. Large fruit, very cool looking. Impressed me because there's no fiber in it. The sweetness was very, very nice. The flavor was one of those that I was like, wow, it's worth growing, but it looks like it's going to be a monster tree. So it is one of those big fruit, big trees, in my honest opinion. I haven't grown them, but can only imagine if the fruit's big, the tree has to be large enough to be able to support it. So will I get it down the road? I'm thinking so, folks. Anyways, top 10 or number 10 is Cat Saigon. Beautiful flavors, no fiber. For such a large mango, I was very surprised to find that there wasn't much in there. And everyone that had it here, we had it as a family. They all loved it. Very surprised, and I can't wait to go ahead and taste this one again next year, if possible. Not every one of these mangoes I taste every year. Sometimes yes, sometimes, you know, if we can produce it here, even better. But if not, we got to be able to find them and locate them. And sometimes you get different experiences depending on how they're actually picked and when and the whole deal. So anyways, number 9, folks, this is going to ruffle some feathers, but listen, folks, this is just my list here, okay? My list is going to be different than your list, and that's just for my taste buds, different than yours, right? Number 9, CAC, folks, CAC. Okay, I know. This would probably come into the top 5 for many, top 3 for others, but for me, okay, just for me, I speak for myself only. Listen, even making this list, my mom was like, "Dude, what are you doing?" You know, we even had to have a a little bit of a, okay, that's your list, this is mine, and everyone's going to be different, and that's cool. You'll find your own list. Number 9, CAC. Okay, I'll say this: my first year trying it, I only produced 2 off of my tree here. Okay, one was gifted, one we ate. So this was the only fruit that we ate. And when you only have one fruit, you try to time it just right to perfection. Did it come close? I think it was a good representation of the fruit. I will say this: the Indo-Chinese was a little bit different than the other flavors, the other cultivars of Indo-Chinese, but still very good. I think that Tropical Acres nails it when he says that there is a melon flavor to it. It is very sweet, sweeter than what I expected, but very nice, very good tones, very vigorous tree. Okay, I have it potted, and I'm waiting for next year to see if that intensifies, if it dulls out, what does it really do? Flavor was good, but I'm hopeful that it'll get better. Okay, this is just my first fruit that I have here, first fruit on the tree as well, so it will improve as the tree gets a little bit more mature. But I'm very impressed for the moment. Trust me, top 10 is still very, very good, folks. But number 9 is CAC. Number 8 is dun dun dun. And again, I love this mango. This one, what are we talking about? Sweet tart, folks. Hopefully, y'all can see that. Sweet tart, number 8. Now, I know I probably put this one up a little bit higher in the list last year. This tree this year gave us quite a few. I love the flavor of sweet tart. It'll probably stay in the top 10. No, I don't know. In my honest opinion, it's a great mango if you like the Indo-Chinese, if you like a little sweet and sour type of flavor. Not everyone digs a little bit of that tartness, that sour flavor there, but I love it. No fiber. The tree's a little rock star, man. It produces very, very well for it being in a pot. And the fruit is very sweet and beautiful. I like it. It's My mom is not the greatest fan of the fruit, but for that reason, I like it. It's in my top 8. She wouldn't have it up here whatsoever. It'd be probably number 30 for her. But anyways, taste buds are different, folks. I like it. It wasn't in the creme de la creme this year, but it's okay. I'm hopeful it'll come back next year. I'm gonna give it some more fertilizer, some more compost tea, and see what she does next year. Great mango, nonetheless, though. Okay, worth growing. Yes. All right. Number 7. Let's see here. So this, let me go ahead and write it out. We'll explain it. Uh-oh. Pineapple pleasure. Listen, folks, I've heard about this mango. This was on the list for since I've been growing, right? Since I'd say past 4 years, I've really heard a lot about it, and finally was able to taste one, 2 of them per se. I was able to get 2 large ones. These mangoes are huge, folks. Big, big fruit, big, big flavor. I'm telling you, I was very impressed. A lot of people will say that some mangoes have some pineapple tones, and I didn't realize that it could be this close to the actual fruit. I've had some acidic tones that somebody would say that was more pineapple, but that could just be because you're picking the fruit or cutting the fruit earlier. But this one, man, I got it down to a perfect fruit. I was able to, the first one I think I cut early. The second one was right on the money. And dude, honestly, amazing. I must grow this tree. It is going to be another one of those large fruit, large trees. Okay. But in my honest opinion, very, very good. It needs to be in the top 10. I don't know about next year. We'll see. But this year, definitely very good. No fiber and really extreme pineapple tones. Not like super acidic or super sour, but you could tell that it was exactly that. It's great name, great mango. Can't wait to try this down the road again. But if you haven't, try it out. And listen, folks, it's worth the wait. When you find it, get it. But anyways, Pineapple Pleasure is number 7. Number 6, folks. We're moving here. Hopefully, we can get this done without any hiccups. Number 6 is Venus, folks. Oh, that late hitter. Yes, Venus. Now, I'll say this. Hopefully, that's somewhat straight. My Venus this year was moved, okay? I had some late fruit. Well, I had some fruit on here for the first time. Last year it didn't produce to my recollection. And maybe one, if I'm not mistaken. This year, I can't remember last year. This year we had about, I think, 3 or 4 on there. I had to move the tree to go ahead and get it out of the greenhouse, whatnot. So I had to sacrifice some of that fruit. Nonetheless, I was able to eat 2 of them, or I think it was 2. I should have taken more notes. Listen, don't worry about it. Listen, I know it's a great mango, and here's why. So, I had it at a late stage. Okay, it was a smaller fruit. Okay, of this last crop. It was a late one. It wasn't on the money. I'm not going to sit there and say it was perfect. And man, that's why if it was perfect, it may be even higher than this. But I ate it just a tad late and excellent, right? Excellent, sweet flavor, no fiber whatsoever. If I would have left the tree where it was and I was expecting, and was trying to perfect that fruit timing, that would have been a different monster. Next year, we'll find out what she's going to do in this new spot, this new location for. But still, the fruit, very, very nice. Highly recommend it. Late season, which is cool. If you're chasing the late, middle, and late, she's a late season. Big bowling ball size mangoes. Very nice. I like the Indo-Chinese flavors, and she definitely fits that bill. So number 6 for this year, don't take it personal. She's a great mango. And another big one, right? She's going to be a big tree. So get ready to prune, shape her up, keep her small as possible to give you what you're looking for. Um, but that's because I'm in North 9B. I want smaller trees. I may even have to cover her this year. But anyways, great mango. That's number 6. Number 5. Here we go, folks. The top 5 is always, all right, gets exciting here. So number 5, we got another new one for me. Orange Essence. Okay. What? Yes, 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 folks. I haven't had this one in the past. Okay. This is brand new this past year. And I don't have the tree here. I didn't have the tree at the beginning of the year. I do have one now. She's a shorty. She's a small one. It'll be a few years before I'm able to produce it here. So this one I had to go ahead and pick up. But excellent orange flavor, folks. A nice, nice flavor. I don't want to say too much yet, but I think it may be one of my favorite sweet citrus, I'll say, sweet citrus, like orange flavored mangoes. Whoa, I know, big words, big words. My orange sherbets haven't produced here. I've only outsourced those, but as of this year, Orange Essence checked off those boxes, folks. It was amazing. Beautiful, no fiber, very sweet. Highly recommend it. And another late girl, right? She's going to give you the mangoes later on in the season. Now, I would try to spread those out. I wouldn't do all the lates or, all the mids. It's up to you. You do however you want to do. It's nice to have an array of different timing. That way you can stretch your season. Late girl, big tree from what I'm seeing, because it's also a large fruit. Bigger the fruit, the larger the tree. But very nice orange tones, very sweet. Highly recommend it. I can't wait till I can produce it here. But really wowed me, folks. Okay. And I promise you, once you taste it, you too will be like, excellent, excellent. Now, between that and orange sherbet, I mean, those are fighting words. We can sit there and go back and forth over which one has more appeal in this one than that. But next year, we're going to find out. We'll do some better tests to find out which one is supreme. Or you just get them both, folks. There's room for all, right? You got the room. Enough said. So number 4, we're moving up. Number 4 is M4, folks. Number 4 is M4. What? It fell out of top 3. I know. Listen, folks. Listen. This year, I was on the struggle bus for this M4 crop. Why do you say? Well, I think we had. Sorry, I'm trying to get this as straight as possible. About 7 or 8 hanging on the tree behind me. And I thought for sure I'm going to dial it in. One of these fruits, I'm going to get down to perfection. Did that happen? No. I didn't find the perfect M4 this year. I did. That's why it's in fourth place. Okay. I'll say this. I was watching them every day. I dropped, or two of them fell off the tree and the ants got to them. So right off the rip, I lost two there, gifted one, two. And where'd the others go? Great question. I cut too early and I don't know where the other two went. Very good. Anyways, the two that I had, I actually cut too early. I was getting cocky and I had them and I'm like, yes, I think it's ready. Cut into it. And it wasn't like a day early. It wasn't like a couple days early. No. This was like still hard. Like, Dwayne, what are you doing? You ruined it. Like, my parents were like, dude, but I was, in my mind, this was going to be perfect. So again, even when you have these mangoes, the timing on them is everything. You think it's ready. You don't wait it all year or the 5 years it took you to actually produce the fruit. And then you take it and you think, oh, tonight's the night. I want it. And then you cut it and realize it's ruined. You can't do a whole lot to it. Sure, you can wrap it in plastic and try to let it ripen a little bit more, which is what I did. It gets about 2% better. Not really worth it. You realize that you done failed. You done messed up, Aaron. I know. I did it twice. I did it twice and it sucked. It's a hard, I had to sit there and think about what I did for a little bit. I put myself in timeout, folks. I know. It's okay. I know. She's listening. We'll get it down next year. Don't worry, folks. A great, great mango, and she'll be back. Okay. Number 4 this year, in the piece that I had, it was late. Okay. So I know that it's there. And I know it wasn't a perfect fruit this year, but what I tasted was, woo, if only you know. If you know, you know. If not, get you one. All right. Anyways, if you like Coco Locos, if you like that coconut flavor mango, that's your girl, right? M4, number 4. Number 3, let's see what we got. This one is none other than Sugarloaf. You can see that. Sugarloaf, number 3. Okay? Really? That good? Listen, this one we actually produced here. Okay? This tree is a smaller tree. I think it's only like in a 7-gallon, I think. I think I just put it into a 15, but it's a smaller little tree. No longer mine. I know. It's going to my sister's house. It's okay. It's in good hands. But this little tree gave us some amazing, I even purchased a few as well just to double check its flavor. But the ones that we had this year, folks, man, oh man, okay? It is a fantastic flavored mango. The ones that we had hit the spots. I had people here that don't even like the fruity tones and or the coconut flavors and those tones, and they fell in love with it. Folks, Sugarloaf is a fantastic, fantastic mango. Should it be in the top 5 every year? You're going to find out. Stay tuned for next year's. But listen, amazing, no fiber, coconut and pineapple flavors. Not the prettiest. You're not going to win any awards for size or for how pretty the fruit looks, right? No, it's a green mango, maybe a slight break in color from that, but the flavor, folks, is everything. Amazing. I love it. I can't wait. I'm going to need another tree because that one's going to be going. I need one for myself here. I really do need another Sugarloaf or 2. It's one of these top 5s, okay? Even in these top 10s, if you really like these mangoes, what's better than 1 tree? Yes, 2. Some of these you can double up and have 2 just in case 1 tree that season is a little bit, I would say a little bit shyer than the rest. Then you can have one that's going to sustain that request, right? So, or that need for those fruits. Is it worth it? Yes. You're going to need some of these. You're going to need 2 trees up, okay? Highly recommend it. But onwards. Top 2. Who do we have here? Number 2. Fairchild. What? Fairchild, folks. Now, I know. Not the most popular mango. You know, Fairchild is a small mango, so it's not going to wow you on size, and it's not going to make you think, wow, we're going to feed the whole village with this mango. No. It's a small little fruit from Panama. Very small. You're not going to want to share this little fruit, folks. Is it fun to share? Yes. We make more friends. We make better family members whenever we share with everyone else, and plus you get their opinion on it as well. Um, but listen, why is it top two? An amazing flavor, man. I love this mango. I'm planting seedlings from this mango just to see what else happens. The aroma of the leaves are just, they're amazing. Eat it for yourself. Find out if you like it. You know, maybe it's just me and my gut biome, but I can't have enough of this one. And I'll say this mango, this tree gave us about a dozen fruits, 10 to 12. So it gave me more time and more opportunities to find that perfect fruit. So that does make a big difference, folks. Okay. If you have only one fruit and one chance and you try to get it just right, sometimes you succeed and sometimes you fail. It is tough because one day before or one day after is a totally different fruit for some. And it depends if you like it more acidic or more on that sweet side. Less ripe, more acidic. You know, super ripe is very sugary and sweet, but you lose that balance, that acidity. Perfection is totally different for each and one of you, right? Which is fine. That's why this is exciting. You can come up with your own list this year, which down below, give me your top five if you got some time. Let me know what you had this year, not of all time, folks. I'm about 2025, just this year, right? But Fairchild, great mango. Hang tight. I will have some more next year, okay? But I really do dig it, okay? Anyways, number one. Number one. This mic still on? Yes. All right. Number one is going to shock you, folks. Some of you. Okay. Who do we have here? Kathy, folks, or K3. Okay. What? Kathy or K3 makes the number one spot. Are you serious? Listen, folks. I'm still thinking about this mango this past year. It was that good. Okay. I've had Kathy before in the past. This tree gave us a few fruit last year, so I was able to eat some last year from it. But the one that we had this year, it was just the one fruit that just was like, wow, left you speechless. I just stared at my mom. We sat there and sliced the piece up, and we were just like, instantly like, oh wow, oh wow. So it was a tie this year between which one I was going to pick between Fairchild and Kathy. And you know what? She squeaked by, and Kathy she surprised me. She is an excellent, excellent mango, very vigorous grower. Well, I don't want to say very, I'll say vigorous grower, upright growth. She wants to shoot up to the stars, so I will have to sit there and prune her back. But listen, folks, the breaks on it, I think it was 21, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't write down all the breaks measurements that we did here. But very sweet. The Indo-Chinese was, I think Kathy has a better Indo-Chinese flavor than Kak. Oh, I know. Taste them both, you let me know. I think it has a stronger flavor. Now, it's an older tree as well, and she's done this before. She knows what to do. Again, CAC, we're going to wait for next year. Maybe CAC will pick up the flavors next year. I'm not saying that. But as of right now, I think Kathy's a lot better. And this year, she surprises. I know. Every year may be different. That's just this year. She gave us a great mango. And I'll say this. I bought one, and it was nothing like that. I know. This is a telltale sign of grow your own mangoes. Grow your own fruit, for that sakes. Because what you're going to pick up, the flavor tones and that perfection that you're looking for, that we're all looking for, right, is going to be different, whether it's grown with the love that you're giving it at home, when, you know, you're sitting there cooling it and making it nice and warm and cozy with all the beautiful organic fertilizer, right? Yeah, that's going to give you the best fruit you've never had. But when you buy them, there are raised with different standards. Nobody's gonna do your fruit like you do, right? Now, if you're gonna spray your own stuff, all right, go ahead and do whatever you want to do on your food. But as for me, I don't spray nothing. Nothing gets sprayed. No copper fungicides, no hormones, nothing of the such. These are grown as organic as possible. No, I'm not making everything. Yes, there are in plastic pots. I get all of that. I know. But when you grow your own, folks, it gives you the ability to pick the fruit the way that you like them. And Yes, it's going to take a few years, a few harvests before you find out each fruit's best time. Um, and that's the cool part, because every year and every year is going to be different. And the timing on you and what you and your friends or family may like will be different as well. So it is fun to eat with others to find out how they like their mangoes and how you like your mangoes. But once you have control over when that fruit needs to come off the tree, it makes a huge difference. In my opinion, I like to let them sit on the tree a little bit longer. I know commercially they have to be picked early because they got to ship them to you, and then that way it gives you the opportunity to ripen it to your liking. I understand that. I get it. Okay, I still will buy them as well, because some of these you can't grow, and not everyone has the space to grow them all. I understand that. I still buy them. Listen, folks, if that's the only way you're going to be able to eat them, buy them. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh no, the only way is to grow them. It's the best way, in my honest opinion, but the second best is you got to buy them, right? These are worth eating however you can get your hands on them. Besides stealing, folks, don't steal, no thieves, liars, or cheaters. Listen, folks, we do this by the books. I'm honest. I'm giving you my honest review here. Um, no ties and no lies this year. All right. This was an honest year. Every year is honest. I'm not out here BSing y'all. But, anyways, top 10 of the year. Number 10 is Cat Saigon. 9 is CAC. 8 is Sweet Tart. 7 is Pineapple Pleasure. 6 is Venus. 5 is Orange Sherbet. Number 4 is M4. I know. It will change next year. 3 is Sugarloaf. 2 Fairchild. And number 1 is Kathy, or K3. Kryptonite, I think that's a real mango now, even though they still nickname that Kryptonite. I think that is a real one. But anyways, there's my top 10 for the year out of the 30. Oh, and the honorable mentions, okay, because there's always some of those that could have made the list. But listen, folks, we're talking about small little hairs that we're splitting here, okay? And this is just my opinion. Again, honorable mentions: raw honey. Okay, the first time that we tasted that this year. No fiber, very nice. Would like to try that again, but it had different tones. Very sweet. It had some honey tones. Honorable mention for sure. Okay, Ugly Betty. Ugly Betty. We produced. I think there was 2 fruits on the small tree. Very nice. It's not an ugly fruit whatsoever. Ugly Betty. My mom was like, it should have made the top 10. I was like, I know, but I couldn't fit them all in there. I know. An honorable mention is perfect for Ugly Betty. She's a great mango, no fiber, very sweet. And this was like the first crop that she's given us. So next year, I'm hoping that it'll get better. Hang with me and we'll find out. But excellent mango, and she ain't ugly. None of mine had bumps or, lumps or nothing like that. We'll see about next year. But the inside is what counts, folks. Right? And the third honorable mention that I'll be expecting some great fruit from next year is P22. Yeah, it could have made the top 10 if I wanted if this was all an Indo-Chinese board. Yes, it would have made it up there, because excellent flavor, very sweet. I think it topped out at like 22 or 23% on the Brix meter. Very nice for this little itty bitty little tree that I had too. Still held on, very impressed with the flavor. What can I say? Is wait, next year will only get better. Hopefully, we'll have more trees, we'll have more fruiting, or more mangoes available as well. So hopefully this list will get longer, right? Anyways, this is the greatest fruit. If you're not growing and eating mangoes, what are you doing? Anyways, have a great week. We'll chime in a little bit later. And until then, let's grow together, folks. Get you some mangoes. It'll change your life, folks.